everyone! Hi! I'm Nia, and welcome to Flicks Talk. We are going to talk about directors. Sounds like fun, don't you think? There are a lot of directors out there, and I have come up with a list of 10 that most people know. Some people may not know at least one of them, but they know of their work. My list has all men on it. Not that I'm sexist or anything, but there's more men directors than there are women. But I'll probably come up with one with just women. But my directors are mainly directors. They're not like actors, actresses, and directors. They're mainly just directors. Some of them used to be actors, then they turned into directors. So, just to let you know. Back in the late 90s, I asked myself a question. Who is the most successful director? Do you know the answer? Just think of a director. If you said Steven Spielberg, you are right. He's on my list. He's my number one. Well, not really my number one director, but he's just number one on my list. His movies have grossed over $9.2 billion. $9.2 billion, with a B, billion dollars. That's a little bit of money. So what I did with my list was, I'm not going to go in depth with all his films. I'm just going to list his top grossing movie and just list some other names of movies that he's done. Steven Spielberg, hello. His highest grossing movie is Jurassic Park. Actually, I think it's E.T. That's his highest grossing film, if you ask me. So what I did was, I actually looked at the top 100 highest grossing films. He's got 4 movies in the top 100. And E.T. is his highest grossing film. But he's known for Jurassic Park, Jaws, and the Indiana Jones movies, as well as many other films. So, I'm not really going to go in depth with Spielberg, okay? You know who he is. So, I want to move on. This next one used to be an actor. Child actor, as in, started when he was 2, I think. 3. Then he turned into a director. And he's done some really great work. And I love his movies that he's directed. I haven't seen a bad one yet. But that's Ron Howard. You know, Opie, Richard Cunningham. But anyway, Ron Howard. His highest grossing film, though, is The Grinch. And he's also directed movies like Parenthood, Apollo 13, many other films. So, I would tell a little story with Spielberg and Howard, but, you know, I'm going to skip that. I want to try to keep this like a short video. The next one is James Cameron. I've seen all of his except for one, and actually I'm in the middle of it, so I got to see if I can get it again and watch it. But his highest grossing film is Avatar. He's done the Terminator movies, and of course a little movie that I don't think anyone saw, but it did kind of take E.T. off the number one highest grossing film that was on, for 15 years. But Titanic worked at a movie theater. That's where this reel came from. And this face-off thing. But anyway, someone came up to the window at the box office. What's Titanic about? I think I said this in another video, but still, it was just, what is Titanic about? I'm like, dude, it's history, man. Did you not pay attention to history? Do they not teach you that in history class? Anyway, his movies have grossed over $6.1 billion, so he's done pretty well for himself as well. Some of my directors have passed, and here's one that have, and has, whatever. And he's mainly a director of the 80s. He's a writer, director, directed some of the stuff that he wrote. But that's John Hughes. We lost him while he was walking in Central Park. Not going to go in detail, but this dude, he was cool. Anyway, his highest grossing film is Ferris Bueller's Day Off. But I love Breakfast Club. And he did 16 Candles. His highest grossing film that he wrote was Home Alone. Because there's a lot of films that he wrote, did not direct, that are really good. Or the ones that I like. Anyway, next one is Joel Schumacher. His highest grossing film is Batman Forever. There's The Lost Boys and St. Elmo's Fire. And I like St. Elmo's Fire as well. Alright, I know I talked about that film before, so I'm not going to go. Anyway, I love horror films. I can't have a list without, at least of directors, without horror directors who are known for horror. They've done stuff outside of the horror genre, but horror is mainly their thing. John Carpenter. Well, his highest grossing film is Halloween. And other movies he's directed was Escape from LA, Escape from New York, The Thing, the remake of The Thing, which was in '82. And he's done some other films. That just kind of gives you an idea of what movies he's done. I own some of his. Another one is a horror director, but he has passed as well. And that's Mr. Wes Craven. His highest grossing film, Scream. He's known for Nightmare on Elm Street, the original Hills Have Eyes, the original The Last House on the Left. They're remaking a lot of his films. They're remaking a lot of John Carpenter films. So, that's the originals. Ridley Scott. His highest grossing film is The Martian. I saw it. It was good. Other than that, it's Alien, Blade Runner, some other kind of movies like that. So, I like Ridley Scott. I like his movies. He's done a lot. But those are, I think, his top ones, or what was that he's known for. Then there's Rob Reiner, another one who used to be an actor and turned into a director. His highest grossing film is A Few Good Men. I want the truth. You can't handle the truth. Okay, I'm not going to go into that. Anyway, Stand By Me and When Harry Met Sally are also other movies he has directed. Yes, When Harry Met Sally. A little certain scene in that film that gets me every time I see it. Yeah, if you see the movie, you know what it is. Then a kind of like a newcomer director. He's not really a newcomer, but he's been around for a while. He writes, he directs. But his highest grossing film is Furious 7. But he's also known in the horror genre as, like Saw and Insidious and The Conjuring. So, voila. I do have some honorable mentions. Those were my 10. But I do have one honorable mention, and that is going to be Ridley Scott's brother, Tony Scott. Because Tony was going to be on my list. And how I chose Ridley is because, well, at the time, I saw like 1 or 2 more movies of Ridley's than I did of Tony's. But Tony is known for, well, his highest grossing film is Top Gun. He's directed Beverly Hills Cop 2, Days of Thunder, Enemy of the State, some other films, but his is more like action. Ridley's is kind of like sci-fi, thriller, horror. I don't know, it's just, they kind of have like different genres that they do, so they're kind of different directors. But if I had to pick like one female director to talk about, I guess it would be Penny Marshall. Yes, she was Laverne in Laverne and Shirley, but you know what? Actress turned into a director. She did some pretty good movies. Let's see what. Big, A League of Their Own. Probably her two main ones that she's done that people know. Just remember, there's no crying in baseball. Those are the directors, and I hope, as I said, there are a lot of directors, and a lot of directors I did not mention. And I can easily probably take off one and put in Tim Burton, because I also like Tim Burton as well. But I don't know, it's just, those were the names I came up with a long time ago, and I just wanted to, the only one I took off and put James Wan on there were the Wachowski brothers, who did The Matrix and Bound and some other movie. Speed Racer, maybe? I don't know. Anyway, but they were known for the Matrix movies. But I took them off, the brothers off, and put James Wan. But, so I talked to about 13 directors. Tim Burton, everybody knows who Tim Burton is. Let's see, wow. I don't think I can come up with my favorite Tim Burton film. Because there's a lot of good ones. Of course, majority of them have Johnny Depp in them. So, if there's a Tim Burton film, Johnny Depp is most likely going to be in it. Anyway, thanks for watching Flicks Talk. Leave comments if you want. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. And I'll try to come up with some more videos more recent than, let's see, what, October was the last time I did one. And maybe I'll have my co-host with me next time. But anyway, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.